city. A place where you can be a hero, a scoundrel, and anything in between. This ain't quite the Wild West as you know it. There are ancient powers at war with each other. Strange entities lurking in the dead of night with their own rules and their own peculiar motives. Welcome to the Weird West.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about Weird West, and this will be my impressions on the game after like around 5 hours, which is not a lot actually for the amount of stuff that's in the game. But I did kind of want to just give my impressions and my opinion on what I've played so far, knowing that I have so much to go and how much crazier the game's probably going to get. At the point I'm at right now, the character that's been shown off in footage, Jane Bell, is interesting. It reminds me a lot of Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. Like that part I'm in right now, because you're a bounty hunter, kind of going after bounties, you're going into these towns, you're going to this place, doing this, you know, kind of a straightforward type of character. Now, I have experienced some weird things, because I went after a bounty in this town. It seemed like a little gang, you know, I was going through, taking people out silently here and there, and then eventually there's like a whole group of these people around the guy that's my bounty. Like, how in the world am I going to take them out? So I just tossed dynamite at them, and they kind of scattered, didn't know where I was at first, and then one came up the stairs, and the dude who was my bounty turned into a werewolf, and I was like, oh, okay, I was not expecting that at all, and then half of his posse turned into werewolves, and I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be fun. I threw, like, 2 more things of dynamite down the steps, like, near them, and then he came up, I was trying to get him, I, like, Mad Max, bullet time dove around a water barrel on top of this building, and, took him out. I'm like, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. It was fun though, and he had to die because I wasn't aware at the time that you could knock people out by kicking them. So you know, I got the bounty, but which you get the same price for the bounty no matter whether they live or die. And I don't know how much it affects things if they live, other than they are in the actual jail cell at the town throughout the game. So I went to do another one, and I was I was taking out people in the town, like in this place where I was going after the bounty, and nobody knew where I was. They were all running around. They couldn't find me. I was on a roof. Nobody could find me. They were all on a roof. Nobody could find me. And then eventually I was waiting out. Okay, I was taking out this dude silently with this silenced ability that you can get for your rifle. And then another guy, but I did take out another guy. I walked in this building and I knocked him out. I took him out, and then I grabbed his stuff, hit him in a corner, and then I went back up on the rooftop. I was waiting. I was trying to find a way to get to the bounty, because he was surrounded by a lot of people guarding that building. Then I went to this other building, took a dude out, and then I just saw the bounty running across the area I was in. I'm like, what is he doing? He runs across, nobody around him, nobody guarding him. This homie needed a nap. He runs into this one building where there's like multiple rooms, and he lays down and goes to sleep. Like, I walk in because I didn't know what he was doing, and I went in there and he like laid down and went to sleep, and I was like, okay. So I go in and he's just sitting there sleeping, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kick him. So I run up and I Spartan kick him in the face and knock him out. I handcuff him. He tells me I'm going to pay for this, blah, 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 blah. You know, I take him in. They lock him up. They actually physically lock him up in the cell. Shows him in the cell. Pay me like $150. I'm like, that's awesome, you know? I get to watch this town rebuild itself after being attacked by this gang pretty early on. I actually saved a gang member who became my friend for life, which is a mechanic in the game. When you save someone or do something good for them, they can become a friend for life. And if you're in a pretty bad situation, they can just pop up out of nowhere and help you, which is actually pretty cool. I've already made like 7 friends for life. So that's cool. You know, I haven't got to upgrade any weapons or anything. It's kind of hard to find ore, like, so far, I guess. Like I said, I'm only like 5 hours in. So I'm already this far in, but let me go ahead and say, like, this game is a isometric action RPG immersive sim that kind of is like a CRPG, but with real-time combat. It takes a lot of inspiration from all those things, but, you can do stuff like you can do an immersive sim. Like, you can go up, grab a barrel, jump on the barrel, jump on the roof, jump down, land on a dude, knock him out, hide him in a bush, then run up and, catch a hay bale on fire next to a dude, which is going to hit him. Then it'll spread on the rest of the hay, hit the explosive barrel, blow that up, catch some oil on fire. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff like that, which is fun and super cool. Or you can stealthily shoot people, take them out. Whatever. You can actually, like, you can get, like, I think you can, yeah. You can, like, catch a dude on fire. You could catch yourself on fire by accident, like I did, and then run into a building and catch the whole building on fire. That happens. Like I said, there's a lot of really cool systemic stuff like that. That's pretty organic. I like that a lot. That's what I really like about immersive sims. Also, it has, like, when you do these bounties, which are kind of like one of my current forms of side missions, you do them and turn them in, they pop up in the newspaper. Side quests pop up in the newspaper. There's different articles of lore and books you can find. Cool little things like that. There's a lot of environmental storytelling and crazy stuff like that. There's actually a place, like if you got the pre-order bonus to go get your horse Calamity, you go there. There's like one dude at the house, you go there to get your horse and everything. It's simple. You just go in there and get your horse. I went in the house. I went to the basement, and there's nothing in the basement. Like, I think there's a couple of items, but there's like dead human corpses in the basement. And I'm like, why is there human skulls down here? And bones? And like, I wasn't able to talk to the dude about it or nothing. Like, I couldn't say anything to the guy about me doing that. But I was kind of interested. I was like, okay. I mean, there's nobody down here. There's dead bodies down here, basically, like decomposed. But, okay, we'll just not even talk about that. That's fine. So I just kind of went on, my way with that. But it's cool, though. Like, all your decisions lead to something in the world. Like, all your decisions lead to it being talked about, or someone discussing it, or getting a friend for life, or being in the newspaper, adding to the lore in the world. It'll affect certain world events. People were talking about the AI being really bad or something, and I don't think that it's that bad. I mean, I think that it's pretty on par with other immersive sim games like Deus Ex or Prey or I'm blanking here. Dishonored, stuff like that. I think it's pretty on par with those, actually. They all have certain paths that they're on, which never really changes from what I've noticed. Their paths are pretty much the same as, you would usually expect. And they kind of have this route. You figure it out, and you take them out. Like Hitman or something. It really doesn't ever change that much. It does occasionally change, but it's rare. Just remember, if someone's sleeping, you can just walk up and kick them in the face and it'll knock them out. Otherwise, you'll walk up on them, they'll wake up and start shooting you. So be careful. So, I mean, I feel like it was pretty easy to do that kind of stuff. I've already ran into multiple, things where, like, you could find keys in multiple locations, or you can, you can bust out a window, jump through it. You can kick down wooden doors. So there are actually metal doors, which is interesting, that you can't kick down. You do have the ability to lockpick. You have a shovel, which reminds me a lot of Wasteland 2, where you can dig things up. You can also bury bodies, dig them back up, steal the bones, which is interesting. You can use a pickaxe to get ore and stuff for leveling up your weapons and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting and different and cool. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool game. I think currently, after 5 hours, obviously I had a decent amount to say. I think I'm going to have even more to say once I've experienced the other 4 journeys after the one that I'm on. Once I've got to understand the game more and upgrade things and find stuff, you'll find different rarities of weapons and stuff like that a lot as well, which is cool. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. I think that it's a lot of fun, and I think that it'll be cool to eventually get a review out on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'd say that if you're a fan of CRPGs, action RPGs, or immersive sims, or twin stick shooters, kind of, give it a shot. Or if you like bullet time, definitely give it a shot because it's fun. It also has the like Red Dead Redemption like final kill slow motion death thing, which is fun. It's also very, very weird.
Coming out here could be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Have a good day.
If you can survive, that is.